welcome to Titanium Talash Tarot, and today I will be doing a Cancer reading. So this is for any planet or star you have in your chart under Cancer. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have the message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And I first want to thank you all for all your views, your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. Okay, it's thanks to you guys that my channel keeps on growing, so thank you. Now, the way I work is that I first pull cards from the Radlech Valentine Fairy Tarot deck, then I clarify those with Brian Fowler's Fairy Oracle, and if I need any further clarification, I use Sylvia Netzer's Mirror and Truth Lenormand deck. Now, we all have an intuition, and it's key that we learn how to use it, so check out the video I post on Monday for that. And a reading is like a snapshot of the possible future that might arise if you continue doing what you've always been doing up to this point. If you don't like it, change what you're doing. It's as simple as that, and thank goodness that we have an unlimited abundance of possibilities to choose from at any given moment. So all you have to do is pick one and work towards it. Now I know it sounds easy, but sometimes it ain't. But that's why we're here, right? Not just me, but all of us. All the other readers on this platform, or on any platform for that matter. Now, with that being said, let's get into your cards, my Cancers. Yes. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cancers, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cancers, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, and God, the King of Summer. Sorry, not the Prince. The King of Summer. With the Three of Summer at the bottom of the deck. And the Eight of Summer behind that, as well as the Two of, I think it's too many. Eight of Summer behind that. Let's just stop at 2 cards. Well, 3. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cancers, please come forward and share. And the next card is pointing towards the right. Pointing towards the left. You got the Ace of Autumn pointing towards the left. Now, cards pointing towards the left to me mean that they happened in the past, or they're happening slowly. As in they're taking their time coming in, is what I'm getting. With the Six of Autumn at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Chariot, followed the Moon, the Star. We're going to keep the Chariot. Okay. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest, stop it, highest good, who has a message for my Cancers, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides. And the card that fell was the Sun card, pointing towards the right. Interesting. With the Two of Summer at the bottom of the deck, followed by the King of Autumn. Okay. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cancers, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cancers, please come forward and share. And you got the Empress in the upright, followed by the Ace of Spring, and the Wheel, and the World. time I keep all of these cards because they're just because I like them. That's why. And I'm the reader, so you have no choice but to follow along. Now, to clarify. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message. Yeah. Has a message for my Cancers. Please come forward and clarify the King of Summer, the Three of Summer, and the Eight of Spring. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cancers. Please clarify this first set. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And you got the gotcha. Surprise! With half the footer at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Singer of Initiation and the Fairies of the Future. And the Singer of the Chalice. Yes. Very good cards, yeah. Alright, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cancers, please come forward and clarify why the second set is that. Why do we have the Ace of Autumn pointing towards the left, the Six of Autumn in the upright, and the Chariot? Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cancers. Why are all these cards here for them? Please, angels and guides. And you have the Feline, as well as the Glankener with Honesty at the bottom of the deck. Now, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cancers. Why is the Sun card here pointing towards the right, followed by the Two of Summer and the King of Autumn? Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And you got Ecstasis with the Bright Mother at the bottom of the deck, followed. I'm laughing because I saw this card before. It fell and I put it back because I wasn't certain if it was in the normal, like, if it was the ones that I should pick up, and it came back. So I was like, if it comes back, I know it's what I needed to pick up. And so it came back and I'm like, yay! So next you have Pohariel of the Water. Z. This S. Not a Z, but an S. So now the last set is the Empress, the Ace of Spring, the Wheel, and the World. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cancers, please come forward and share why the Empress, the Ace of Spring, the Wheel, and the World card are here for them. Please, angels and guides, why all these cards? And you have the Singer of Connection. With Topsy-Turvets in the reverse. That is interesting. As well as the Singer of Intuition. And that Gnome and Penelope Dreamweaver as well. Yeah. Okay. So let me decipher. Yes, I shall. So the cards you have, okay, start off with the King of Summer. Now, the King of Summer is an honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted individual. It says a romantic partner you can trust, excellent advice that comes from the heart, getting involved in cultural or creative endeavors. So you are attracting this person into reality, or you're becoming this person in your reality. Alright. Now, the next card is the Three of Summers. So there's gonna be a celebration. Maybe you're becoming this, you're embodying this type of energy is something to celebrate, or the fact that you have attracted this person into your reality is what is worth celebrating. I personally prefer you becoming this energy as to be something to celebrate. That's just me. Then you have the Eight of Spring. Now the Eight of Spring, okay, talks of stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. So this person that is coming in probably will, how should I put this? Will kind of change your plans a little, and it's going to ask for a lot of and ask for a lot of flexibility on your behalf, is what I'm getting, in order to welcome this person in. And the cards clarifying that, okay, are gotcha, surprise. I'm saying that because it says sudden shock, unexpected event, rude awakening. So someone is coming in that really you did not expect. Okay, and maybe it's a rude awakening and the fact that you thought that you would be able to handle all these things at once, but you can't, or you're having a little difficulty, which, by the way, is not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. It's just a sign that you are expanding and stretching your boundaries, which is always good. Something that I will always advocate, though I know that some people aren't so inclined to feel discomfort, but discomfort is what helps you grow. So that's great. At least that's my perception. Okay. Then you have Faf the Footer. Now Fafi, because that's what I call this card, Fafi. So what Fafi talks about is earthing, grounding, centering, being real. And so with all these things that I think that what it's saying is be real, be realistic. And dream big, but no, that's not what it says. Dream big, but instead of allowing your head to inflate so much that you can't contain yourself, just try to keep your feet on the ground, in order to keep a leveled head. Then you have the Singer of Initiation. Now the Singer of Initiation talks of passage through trial, triumph, new level. So whatever this uncomfortable thing is, it's definitely going to allow you to elevate your consciousness, or to stretch yourself, to stretch your boundaries, to push them to make you better than what you were before. Now the next card you have is the Undressing of a Salad. Now just how it sounds, the undressing of a salad seems impossible, right? Because once you've dressed the salad, you cannot undress it. It's in Armenian we'd say pizzachantir, be very detail oriented, trying to scrape off all the sauce, trying to scrape out all the spices, which even then, once the spices and all the sauce has gone onto the vegetable and permeated through it, like for example, if you put salt before putting all the sauce and whatnot on it, the flavors will have commingled, if I could say that, will have marinated each other. The taste of the sauce and the taste of the dressing of the salad would have gone through to the vegetable, and so you cannot consciously undress the salad once it has been dressed. So basically this card means it's impossible. You seem impossible, and you You seem and you look impossible. Like, you are being impossible. How in the world can you undress a salad? Tell me that. Basically, that's what it's saying. That's a very long explanation. Next, it's the singer of the chalice. Now, the singer of the chalice, alright, talks of trust, joy, patience, creativity, hope, and miracles. So, basically, this card is saying, yes, you do look unrealistic, but just because the undressing of a salad seems unrealistic, if you believe in miracles, you will be able to do it. Right? I've heard that in the Bible, there is one story, like, I haven't read this personally, so excuse me. I call myself a Christian, right? Where Jesus was walking on the water, and Peter, the apostle, did not believe his eyes, and so, but as he was looking at Jesus, he ran on the water, and without him thinking, and then all of a sudden he was also doing it, until he then realized he was on the water. He's like, whoa, and then he sank, because he was like, I can't believe this. Similar to Yoda and Luke Skywalker in Star Wars episode, like in the episode 7. Yes. Yeah. That is it. Now, pop culture aside, the next set, the second set, okay, starts off with the Ace of Spring, Ace of Autumn pointing towards the left. Now, cards pointing towards the left to me mean that they happen in the past, or they're happening super slowly. Okay, and the Ace of Autumn talks of a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. Now, for those for whom this, well, I guess I'll bring it up in a little while once I start explaining everything together. But for some of you, this might have happened, and for the other part of you, well, actually, I'll divide into 3. For some of you, this already happened. For others, it is happening. For the last group, it will happen, is what I'm getting. The next card is the Six of Autumn. Now, the Six of Autumn is the Six of Pentacles, which is sharing your wealth, which here it says, the good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely, or repaying a debt. Right? So, there is that. I feel like for those for whom this has not happened yet, this might be that you are repaying a debt, is what I'm getting. And for those for whom this has happened, or this has happened already, you're borrowing wisely. I never actually thought of that before. You're borrowing wisely, is what I'm getting. And then the next card is the Chariot card. Now the Chariot talks, which is a Cancer card, by the way, so you're basically showing up in your own reading. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline. Celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. So with that ability to slowly but surely repaying a debt, right? Things are freeing up. Once you get to repay all of your debt, you will feel lighter. Now, I can say this has happened to me because I repaid a debt myself. So this is cool. And I have Cancer in my chart, but I'm not quite sure where, but I know I do. So next, you have the Feline, right? Now, the Feline talks of getting it right, delayed completions, tidying up loose ends. The tidying up loose ends is the part of repaying a debt is what I'm getting. Okay, then you have the Glankener. Now the Glankener talks of illusions, delusions, lust, projection, and clear sight. So if you're slowly repaying a debt, this card would be illusions and delusions, something that is making your ability to see murky. You can't see clearly, okay? Because you are currently obsessed with one thing, which is repaying a debt. Then you have the Honesty card. Now the Honesty card talks of honesty, compassion, tact, self-deceit. So, but what I'm picking up here is more like self-deceit. Because I remember when I was repaying my debt, I was having a little trouble like making sure that I put aside a certain amount of money every single month to lessen my debt, right? But now it's over. I paid it. Yay! So it is definitely gonna definitely come to fruition. You are definitely gonna pay, is what I'm getting. Next, you have the Sun card. Now, the Sun card is pointing towards the right. Now, cards pointing towards the right, to me as a reader, mean that they're happening fast and they are coming in quick. Or they're taking their time. But they are coming. If you continue doing what you've been doing up to this point, it will definitely come into your reality. Now, what it says is plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to reward and commendation, gratitude for the blessings of life. I prefer appreciation, by the way, but it's neither here nor there at this point in this reading. So this is good. This is a very good thing. You are making yourself happier just by repaying your debt, which is great. Next, you have the Two of Summer. Now, the Two of Summer talks of falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, or forgiveness and the resolution of a problem, or don't give up, your relationship can be healed. So it all depends on what it is you would like to concentrate on this card. It's what speaks to you, right? Then you have the King of Autumn. So the King of Autumn is a compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, gifted individual. So you might be becoming this individual, like you might be, what's the word? You might be gaining these characteristics within yourself. You might be becoming this person, well, which means you are becoming this person, or you are attracting this person into your reality. Now, it's going to depend on you and what you feel like is the best in your situation to better characterize your situation. And I leave that up to you. Now, yes. This card says, be assertive when it comes to you. What you know is right. Everything going your way. A good person or company to work for. Yeah. Yeah. And I can tell you that much, for me, as having Cancer in my chart, this is coming to pass. I am in a happier place. I have forgiven and resolved problems, and I have become a compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, gifted individual. And I am assertive when it comes to what I believe is right. Right? So, that is for me. That is what it stands for me. Now, the first card clarifying it is Ecstasis, which talks about ecstasy, joy, rapture, motivation. Yay! Yes, you have gotten into this because you, yes, you have tapped into what makes your heart sing. Now, what makes my heart sing is doing these videos and putting them out for all of you to enjoy. Yay! Yes, then you have the Bright Mother. Now, the Bright Mother talks of creativity, nurturing, productivity, intimacy, and sheltering. You are sheltering yourself. Well, I mean, how much can you... You are sheltering yourself, yes, but what is also sheltering you is kind of this pandemic, because let's face it, I don't know about you guys, but it kind of caps our ability to go out, to meet people and all that every single night or whatnot. So that makes us go back home and rethink what we're planning on doing, right? So it makes us think about what we have lived, what we have experienced up to this point, and so on and so forth. So it's a very introspective time, even if we are slowly but surely getting out of it, right? Then you have Poharial of the waters. Now, Poharial talks of emotion, serenity, meditation, gracefully accepting change. And I feel like you gracefully accept a change in order to really tap into the sun card energy, you know? Because for you to actually be so happy all the time, you need to let go of the stuff that weighed you down, which is amazing. Next, you have the Empress, the Ace of Spring, the Wheel, and the World card. Now, the Empress, okay, talks of taking action, also being able to create anything you want, even like it's kind of like the Magician, because you can create anything you want. But in this case, it would be more like a gestation period, because generally the Empress is a pregnant woman, right? A pregnant Empress. Here she has the baby is outside of her womb, but generally the baby is inside of her womb, and she has like a big belly, and so she's in a sense. Well, that would mean that generally when the baby is inside of her womb, inside of her stomach, that means that she is in the gestation period. Well, as when the baby is outside of her, yeah, it means that the reality has already created itself. Oh my god, that is the first time I actually got that from this card. Okay, so you are actually so along with your manifestation that you are now being able to enjoy it fully, right? Next, you have the Ace of Spring. Now, the Ace of Spring, okay, talks of it's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. So, that thing that has finished its gestation period is about to bear fruit, is what I'm getting. Yes. Then you have the Wheel. Now the Wheel talks of delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, new car or travel. So those things that took some time beforehand are no longer going to take time. Take time. And then you have the World. Now the World talks of a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. So you have completed a cycle, you have been able to have this baby, this project, this whatever, come to fruition and materialize, which is amazing. Tease. Next, you have the Singer of Connection. Now, the Singer of Connection, okay, talks of spiritual connection, karma, balance, and empathy, which is one of the things that you have gained through your experience, through what you've been through what you've learned, and having completed a cycle, you now have the knowledge and the know-how to be more empathetic. Okay? Then you have Topsy-Turvets in the reverse. Now, Topsy-Turvets in the reverse means the same both ways, because it's Topsy-Turvets, which is basically changing of a viewpoint. Basically, this card says, change your viewpoint, fresh looks, new ways of seeing. Right? Because whatever direction this card comes out in, they always look like faces. Different sides of the faces, but they still look like faces, right? So, it's whatever happens. So something has changed your perception. Maybe the fact that you have completed a cycle has completely changed your perception on steps of a cycle, which is amazing. Then you have the Singer of Intuition. Now, the Singer of Intuition is perceptiveness, oracular powers, and awareness, which is something that you gain after completing a cycle, which is amazing. You have completed a cycle, you are looking at things differently, and because of that, you are seeing new things, you are perceiving of things that you never perceived before, which is amazing, if I do say so myself. Then you have Oh That Gnome. Now, Oh That Gnome talks of breaking of habits, patterns, alright? It generally talks of trickster, creative chaos, wild gifts, but it also talks of breaking habits and patterns, which I think are more important here. Breaking of a habit or pattern. And that is mainly why you are able to move on into a new cycle. And one of the other things that allowed you to move on to a new cycle is this card, okay? Penelope Dreamweaver, which talks of inspiration, magical dreams, visions. Okay, now interestingly enough, right before I did this video, I watched a video from Mark Houghton, who was talking about a way to strengthen your intuition, which is a video I put out on Monday. Okay, and one of the things that he mentioned is also one of the things that I talked about in my video I posted. One of the things I talk about in the video I post on Monday, which is one of the ways to strengthen your intuition is by putting a actually I didn't speak of this specifically, but putting a amethyst under your pillow, which is something I'm going to try tonight, and I'm going to get back to you all with that information. So, magical dreams, okay, visions, and putting an amethyst underneath your pillow will help. So, my gorgeous Cancers, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous Cancers, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye!